Back up, back up, back up. Watch the live camera behind you. Okay, that's good. So just wait here.
David Johnston is performing in fact. He was performed many times as Governor Johnston, Commander-in-Chief of the Canadian Forces.
You okay, Keith?
Yeah, all right.
In honor of Canadians.
Get over there. Just watch some meeting right now, but we can't go up there. So.
Gouverneur, à l'épaule, un! Gouverneur, salut royal, présenté, un!
Peter Van Dusen watching along with you as our live coverage of the installation of the 28th Governor General of Canada continues, and you see His Excellency David Johnston and Mrs. Johnston now in the landau that will take them down to the National War Memorial. You saw him, he just set them aside inside the carriage, the 26 roses that were handed to him and Mrs. Johnston at the beginning of today's ceremony by 13 Canadians. This was something David Johnston asked for. 13 Canadians representing the provinces and territories handed 2 roses each, one to Mr. Johnston, one to Mrs. Johnston. When they arrived on Parliament Hill, they will now carry that bouquet of roses from Parliament Hill as part of this ceremony down to the National War Memorial, where they will place them on the tomb of the unknown soldier. As we continue to watch these images, we've also been able to weave in some reactions from Canadians who are watching along with us across the country and their first impressions of the new Governor General. So let's go back to the phones briefly here as we stay with these images of the new Governor General and Mrs. Johnston making their way down to the National War Memorial. Let's go to Margaret, who's in Manitoba. Hi, Margaret. Thanks for waiting. What are your first impressions of the new Governor General?
Well, I think he's a very intelligent man, yet very humble. He sincerely seems to care about Canada, much like our now Prime Minister, and they're so similar in character that I feel that's probably why Mr. Harper chose Mr. Johnston to be our Governor General.
Now, did you know much about him before today?
No, I really didn't. I've seen him here and there, now and then, on media or in paper, but
right.
Right.
And so you got to watch his speech.
Yes, I did.
And what did you think of the kinds of, I guess, the 3 pillars he referred to them, the kinds of objectives he has for the office of the Governor General, and the way he sees his role in many ways, he talked about transforming Canada, or certainly moving it along over the next 5 years.
Right. Well, we always have to move ahead, and I felt the 3 pillars he had were very similar to what our Prime Minister has in mind for our country, and I think they will work very well together, and I think they both have very strong feelings for this country and its people.
Okay, Margaret, thanks for your call.
You're very much.
Appreciate it. I'll say, for those of you who may not have seen it or been able to hear that speech, when this part of our coverage wraps up here in just a moment, after we show you what happens at the National War Memorial, we will stay with it certainly for that part of the ceremony. There'll be a little bit of a break, I think, while the landau makes its way about 20 minutes or so to Rideau Hall, the official residence of the new Governor General. It's the residence of the Governor General. He takes up residence there today with his wife and some family members, and so David Johnston will make his way there. And when that happens, we'll be able to replay the speech for you. It's about 16 minutes long or so. We'll be able to do that in the next 10 minutes or so you'll have an idea of what it is he said if you weren't able to see it a little bit earlier on our broadcast. Back out to Manitoba, and Bob is waiting on the line. Hi, Bob. We're cycling through some calls fairly quickly here. What are your first impressions of the new Governor General?
Oh, well, our class thinks he seems like a very nice man, and we're very impressed. and the ceremony's been very exciting so far.
Well, what is it about him that impresses you? What is it you heard? What is it you saw that makes you believe he's the right man for the job?
Well, we're very happy that he's a Canadian who's represented us well, and he's a great hockey player. Oh, I think I hear myself on TV.
Yeah, are you a hockey player, Bob?
No, I really enjoy it, and just a second, our class would like to say that we're very thrilled.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks for the call. He's going to get a lot of the vote from the hockey players. David Johnston is, and an impressive, certainly collegiate hockey career at Harvard University as the captain of the team. And now a more solemn part of today's ceremony. They will leave this landau, and he will take a moment here to recognize and honor the sacrifice of the Canadian military, those who've given their lives in the name of this country. And he's making his way now to the tomb of the unknown soldier, where these roses will be placed. And a lot of Canadians who've been in the area stopped by at the National War Memorial site to express their congratulations to David Johnston.